right, from opening day to an eco-revolution. We've got Tiger Palafox in the house. And, you know, if you want to beautify a vacant lot or plant some native flowers, there is a very special way that you need to do it. And it's, we're going guerrilla today.
We're talking guerrilla gardening. Now, guerrilla gardening is a topic that's kind of faux pas in a lot of communities, but still you're doing a wonderful thing if you do it right. What it is basically you see a blighted neighborhood or a vacant lot or maybe a freeway that just doesn't look optimal, and you want to beautify it yourself. So you take it into your own hands. So you go out there, spread some seeds, plant some plants, and they grow naturally, and you're beautifying the area.
Okay, great idea, but I got to ask you, are there permits, are there rules, are there regulations?
That's why it's guerrilla gardening. We're doing this undercover.
Hey, better to ask for forgiveness and permission, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
but
all right.
So what you're going to do is you want to make sure whatever you choose to plant, you're planting native. Then you're not going to disturb anything, because if you plant anything that's maybe invasive or going to be harmful to the environment, you don't want to do that at all. But really easy way to get started, simple, is making seed bombs.
Seed bombs.
Okay, so seed bombs are just basically combinations of a clay material. This is like a modeling clay or molding clay or something like that, compost, and then seeds. So what we're going to do here first is we're going to break up this clay, make it nice and soft to work with, and then what I do is I just roll it out nice and flat, and you're going to get it flat so that way when you put the seeds down, you're able to put them down on a flat surface and then they'll stick to the area. So we've already got this one rolled out here. So you can see it's all nice and flat.
Very nice.
In that little packet is combinations of our native seeds. Now, we've got wonderful things like California poppies, lupin, tidy tufts, all kinds of different little flowers and things like that. So spread them out perfectly. Good job. And then just spray them over the whole area, just like that. And then pat it down so it goes into the clay a little bit. And then what we do is we just cut off sections, okay? So we cut off a section like this.
We're looking at some pictures of flowers right now.
Right, so those there are blue-eyed grass and some other plants that are native. And the nice thing about natives is that they're not going to require any irrigation or any other form than natural watering to grow. So you don't have to worry about if the area is irrigated or what kind of rainfall or anything like that. And so that's a wonderful part of the native annuals and perennials that you can plant here.
And finding out again about what is native. I know, of course, we can go to your nursery.
Right. But there's all kinds of wonderful websites. There's a California Native Plant Society that has a wonderful website. There's even California State Parks, which gives you a wonderful list of native flowers and things like that. And then also Borrego Desert, one of our backyard parks, has wonderful array of native flowers and things like that, and they have wonderful websites that showcase them.
Native because you don't have to do irrigation.
Right.
Got it.
And they're not going to be invasive, and you know that they're going to grow. So you just kind of roll up these clay balls like this, and you get it all nice and tight, and then you're all set to go. Now see what this does over just spraying out flowers. Number one, birds aren't going to eat off of it, so you're all safe there. The clay keeps it nice and compact, so when it does rain, it breaks down. And then we put things like worm castings or compost in it to give it a little bit of nutrients.
Yummy!
Yeah, good stuff. So you give it a little bit of nutrients, so when the seeds form, they're growing and they're off to a good root.
All right.
So that's some things that you can do.
That's so interesting. I never knew how that all worked.
Yeah, it's a fun process, and it's great for the kids. You know, you go out, you make a few seed bombs, and then you take them to an area that's maybe not looking so good, have them throw it in there, and then they feel like they're doing something a little rebellious, but bottom line is they're beautiful.
Right, you drive by, you're like, we did those flowers.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a great little project for everyone to do. And Earth Day's coming up.
Oh, yes.
April 22nd is Earth Day, so this is a great Earth Day project that anybody can do, and there's all kinds of other fun things to do on Earth Day, but we've got the Earth Fair coming up on April 17th. Now, are you going to be there?
We're going to try to be there.
Okay.
I love going, and it's so much fun, and I learn so much every time I go.
Yeah, I know. San Diego 6 is one of the core sponsors of it.
Yes, we are so excited this year to be one of the sponsors.
And I'll be there. We'll be talking about seed bombs and other things that you can do. And also, the cool thing about Earth Fair is that there's all kinds of different vendors there and things that you can see, like the car pavilion that shows all kinds of fuel-efficient cars and things like that.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday from 10 to 5. So, you know, you can go sometime during the day and fit it on in. And tips for Earth Day, because, you know, besides it being such a fun event, we want to stay conscious about what we can do to help our environment.
And what I do on Earth Day is I create a resolution. Now, this isn't a resolution for myself, but it's a resolution for the earth. And basically creating a seed bomb, you go plant a tree, you create a recycling program at your work, you can reduce energy. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. But you create that resolution at the beginning on Earth Day, and you try to carry it throughout the whole year. And I tell people just to pick one. Just pick one thing and then make the difference that year, because just that simple thing as far as recycling makes a big difference.
We have some beautiful plants and flowers that you brought here. Can you just kind of go over which these are?
Yeah, definitely. In the front here, we've got the yellow flower. That's a Fremontodendron. That's a native flannel bush. They're really beautiful, and they start to bloom this time of year. We've got some Margarita bot penstemon and solanum, some nightjade right there with the purple.
Margarita.
Yeah, you like that? You know how that was named? It was a lady, and BOP stands for back of the porch. Margarita's BOP, Margarita's back of the porch, and that's where they found the flower. Isn't that fun?
That is
fun. Here in Southern California.
I love how you have all the little trivia facts in there.
But there's beautiful native irises and sages and things like that. So there's all kinds of wonderful plants, and you can see that these are very pretty, and they're native. So a lot of people think native succulents, dry, brush, but no, not even the case. We have a wonderful array of beautiful flora that you have here in Southern California that is native.
All right, we're going guerrilla warfare today.
If you see me along the freeway just crawling around, watch out, okay?
Exactly, riding your bike because you're trying to save the environment.
Exactly.
All right, thank you so much. Great to have you for our Eco Revolution.
Thank you.
All right.